Hi friends, it's Kimberly here with Mother Me Beautiful. Got a quick question for you. Do you know anybody who rode a bike once and couldn't do it and then just said forget it? Or what about a baby? They get up and they start to walk and they fall down and they just say crap. I'm gonna quit walking. I can't do this. No, sometimes it takes getting back up, right? Well, let's talk about how that relates to smoking. And I'm not going to lecture you if you smoke. It's a choice. But I just want to make sure that when you go in and you see your doctor and he's going to tell you, you need to lose weight, you need to quit smoking, right? We've all heard that. But a lot of times we leave and we don't have a clue how to make that happen or why it's so important. So I just wanted to take a minute and let you know what's going on inside your body when you smoke. And I'm not going to talk about your lungs because I think we all know that, right? And smoking, I have some bad habits too. You might not believe it, right? Everybody has something. For me, it's shoes, handbags, a bling. I love that stuff, right? Everybody has something that they use that helps them with different things. Smoking fills a need for you. Otherwise, you wouldn't do it. There is some need that it's filling. So instead of beating yourself up, if you've tried to quit in the past and, you've fallen off the wagon, don't beat yourself up. Understand that it's filling a need and you just need to find out what need it's filling and find a different way to meet it. A way that's going to serve you and your greater good. If we talk about what happens when you smoke, and here's what's really important. When I talk to people across the country who are at risk for kidney disease, I talk a lot about how, when you smoke, a smoker's RDA for vitamin C is over 100 times that of a non-smoker. A non-smoker only needs 60 milligrams of vitamin C, whereas a smoker needs 900 to 1,000 milligrams a day. And that's without needing to heal a wound or anything like that. And the reason why that's so important, vitamin C is a precursor for collagen. So it makes baby skin. It makes new skin cells. And that's what makes our skin nice and elastic. Right, ladies? We know about that. We like antioxidants, vitamin C in our skincare, don't we? Because it makes our skin soft. This is why smokers look older than they are. That's why they wrinkle faster. That's why they don't heal as well. And it's because they don't have enough vitamin C to make new skin cells that makes their skin elastic. But it's not just this skin that you see here. It also goes on inside the body. So in your blood vessels too. So, normally a normal person, we get up, we laugh, you strain when you're picking up something heavy, you bend down, and there's a momentary increase in vascular pressure, right? And normally, a nice, elastic, smooth blood vessel can give and take. Not so easy for a smoker because they don't have enough collagen to make their skin nice and smooth and elastic. So they end up with these little micro tears, right? All this little damage that's being done. And then I want you to consider cholesterol. It sounds like I'm going to change subjects, but stay with me because I'm not. Cholesterol has a lot of jobs, but one of the jobs of cholesterol is to kind of act like a Band-Aid. It's going to go out and look for those micro tears and kind of plug them up, right? We don't want holes in our blood vessels. So it's a really important job for cholesterol to shore up your plumbing, right? In the Coast Guard, we learned how to shore up when there was a hole in the ship. You had to shore it up. Well, that's a lot like what cholesterol does. It shores up that tear so it can heal. The problem is when you smoke, you have lots of that. And so you have lots of demand for cholesterol to heal up the inside of those blood vessels, to plug holes, basically, if you look at it in a simple term. And what happens when you do that, right? That diameter gets smaller and smaller and smaller, right? And what that does is it impedes circulation. It makes it harder for blood to get through. And then when you don't have enough blood to get through, right? What happens when I quit watering my garden? My plants are going to die, right? It's not good. Our bodies need that oxygen and the nutrients that are being carried by the blood. So when you look at what happens when you smoke, it's super duper important. It's not just your lungs that you're hurting. You're hurting the vasculature in your heart and in your kidneys, in your brain, in your eyes, everywhere. And you're causing your blood vessels to have an affinity, or cholesterol to have an affinity to adhere to the lining of your blood vessels. It makes it want to go there because it's trying to heal the damage. Then, of course, if you have a high-fat diet and you got lots of cholesterol in there anyway, what happens when I go to if I were to come over to your kitchen every morning and pour bacon grease down your kitchen sink, what's going to happen to your plumbing? Right. It's going to plug up, right? It's going to make that diameter smaller and smaller. Well, you already got that going on if you're smoking. So it's a double whammy. It's super duper important to figure out what do you need to do to quit smoking. Not just for your lungs, for your whole body. It's super duper, it's one of the most important things you can do. But, don't be hard on yourself. If you've quit in the past and you're still smoking, that doesn't mean you're a failure. It just means you haven't quit often enough. Most people have to quit 7 times before they finally quit. And there's so many resources out there now. At Renologic, a lot of us, one of our nurses found this site that we all love and recommend. It's 1-800-QUIT-NOW. If you call them, there's all kinds of resources out there. You can get a free quit coach, and there's all kinds of help out there to help you quit. Don't be hard on yourself. Realize that and a lot of people, they'll tell me that they smoke because it helps them to relax. There's nothing physiologically in a cigarette that's going to help you relax. Quite the opposite. It's a vasoconstrictor. It constricts the blood vessel, makes it smaller. Not only that, it speeds up your heart rate. So it would do the exact opposite. But when you do smoke, right, there's a process of deep breathing. And when we deep breathe, we actually make more nitric oxide. That's yummy stuff. Makes your blood vessels relax. It induces a feeling of well-being. So it quite possibly could be that it's the deep breathing that's probably helping you relax, not the cigarette. There's a lot of things that you can do to make your life better tomorrow. We're all where we are today because of how we've lived our lives in the past. If you want to feel different, if you want to have greater energy, greater stamina, greater health, I don't know about you, but when I retire, I live in a gorgeous place. As you can see, when I retire, I want to be able to have energy to go places. I want to travel. I want to be able to spend time with my children. I want to have energy to play and do the things I want to do, right? But if we spend our working lives not taking care of ourselves because we don't have time, you're going to end up that when you do have the time, you won't have the resources to do it. Do what you need to do to take care of your body and live large. I love you, believe in you, a squillion 100%. Mwah. Toodles.